We're both drastically different from the average person. She sleeps on the couch outside. I sleep on the Yamatan bed. She has rock with people. I have rock with people. She's very talented. I'm very smart. She's very swaggish. But you have to pay attention to her to see the swag.
Hmm. You know when person just a talk and you just give him side eye, like you're just giving the person eye like, Faith, now you be this? Is it Missy you're talking about like this? That's what I was just doing when he was just talking. He just kept going. He was like, they're both different from the average person. She's swaggy, she's talented, she's this. I say, yeah, interesting. Interesting in Biggie's voice. I mean, Kola says it more. So interesting. Anyway, it's good to be able to like say nice things about somebody, even though you guys are not like in the best terms and all. So it makes sense that someone is able to like speak like that about somebody. At the same time, I was just like, the question that was asked is actually like who he feels like is the most misunderstood housemate, and he mentioned himself and Imisi, and then now tried to highlight their differences. I mean, and their similarities and all of that. And I was like, okay, if you say that this person is misunderstood, it means that you understand this person. For you to say that somebody is misunderstood in the house, it means that you personally understand them. And then saying that you guys have a lot of similarities and all of that, shouldn't you give the person more grace, like knowing the person more or understanding the person better and all of that? Shouldn't it now translate to being that, okay, since you understand the person, when some things happen, you give the person like more grace because you know where the person is coming from? So I was just like, okay. Anyway, there was more said. He actually went on to say that he doesn't like Asha. Saying no shall like but then he doesn't hate her. I was like, okay, okay, okay. So this is just him expressing that she's misunderstood, but then they still no be like say like this day, but like yeah, he can admit that that is what the situation is. I've never welcomed you guys to my channel. Just imagine. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video. So the housemates had their in-house diary session today. This week, Big Brother has not been talking to them. He has literally been using like sign language, signs, write-ups. The ninja even came into the house earlier on with a write-up telling them to move to the garden. So people that don't give them space, I give them his beefing them. So he has done it before, Sha, in one of the seasons. Yeah, so it's not very surprising, right? But yeah, that is what is going on. So today they now did diary sessions for each other. So they had to do like a random selection. So you pick who will be your big brother and who you big brother. Yeah, you pick who will be your big brother, and then someone else will pick you as their big brother. So for Faith, he had Kola as his big brother, right? Which even made it more crazy, like him saying all of these things to Kola, because it's the same person that was telling Kola that he's judging him for being friends with Imisi tells him a lot, tells him Faith a lot about Kola. So it's basically like, as like being friends with this person, I'm judging you based off of that, that kind of thing. So now Kola now hearing all these things, I guess he'll just be like, okay, now you understand the person, so you can also understand where I am coming from as this person's friend. You get? So it was nice that they did their diary sessions for each other. So let me just play where he said he doesn't like Hasha.
I think the misunderstanding comes from her communication of who she is as a person. I think she's misunderstood. Doesn't mean I like her. I still do not like her, but I don't hate her.
So yeah, that's that for Faith's session. And then for Zita, there's a question that was asked. They asked several people like the same question, but then Zita said the person they asked her the people she feels like are friends. They're not true friends in the house. Maybe they're not really friends, but they are just like pretending to be friends. And I think this is with regards to Ebuka's statement on Sunday to the housemates that, oh, some of them are keeping their enemies close and their friends far. And she said the people she'll pick are Sultana and Isabella. because in the past Sultana has said some things about Isabella, but then she can't really judge now because during their Aquafina task, Sultana said something about them squashing their beef. So if they've sorted it out, then that is fine,
I really
right?
can't say because I can't see it all. I would suggest probably Isabella and Sultana because I've heard a couple of things that Sultana has said. I don't think I want to go into details as it's not my place. If they have gone past it, if they have resolved it, then that's good for them.
Then color zone, and I'm just bringing some of the things that were said. Just got me like maybe either laughing or just some things that kind of stood out. So for color, they asked him who does he think is the biggest gossip in the house, and he started explaining how people gist. It's not really gossip. That's all they have to do in the house 247. In my mind, I was like, yeah, I get it that you guys don't have phones in the house, but like there are so many things to do in the house. You can play games. You can you know yeah, all normal games apart from like games where you play with each other. The other games that you can play in the house, you can cook. You can do so many other things. It's not only talk that you do 247. But yeah, I guess him saying there's no phone in the house and everything. But then he now even like included himself as part of the people that you don't know whether he said follow for the gossip this thing. So he can't really drag anybody. So I was like, okay, that's somebody being self-aware, and that makes sense, right?
I wouldn't be able to say who gossips the most because that means it's me, like literally, how do I know if I'm not part of the gossip too as well? So I would say that it's more like everyone gossips in their own little way. Everyone gist in their own little way.
I love a self-aware king. Very self-aware. And then Ruboy and Dede's diary room session, it was very chaotic. They started off by dragging each other because they're always dragging each other and insulting each other. So as they entered inside the room, they were already dragging each other. And then when they now started, um, Ruboy, the way he was even asking the questions, he put they under some kind of pressure, and she dragged him in between. At some point, I don't even know if they were doing Big Brother again. You get where she even called him rude boy. I was like, excuse me, dear. He's your big brother right now. He's not rude boy anymore. But then rude boy was the way rude boy was responding safe. I say, okay, oh, I mean, I thought they want to do their own.
Which ones are the real
Give
ones?
Big Brother some names.
They're very impatient. Including the people that are left.
Friendships or relationships.
I think for the housemates that left, I would say Denari and Doris because I don't know, there's just a level of
Inside the house.
they scare me.
Maybe because they even they fear. Because at some point before she was finishing one thing, he will just interrupt you. That's what people that they do, rude boy. So the whole session was just very chaotic. And then what happened here? Midday, it was Midday doing Big Brother for Imisi. So she asked her that same question of who she feels like, friends that she feels like they don't like each other, but they're friends. And she now mentioned Midday and Thelma. Midday first of all was shocked. I knew she wanted to give her normal facial expression of like ha, but she knows that if she reacts like that, it's going to pass a particular message. So she didn't want to react like that. She was just like, can you, explain further? Emisi was like, do I have to? In my mind, I was like, yes. You like, I was trying to push, um, in my head, I was like, you can ask me, they're your big brother. You can tell her to explain further, and she will. But I guess she didn't want to stretch it. She don't know her power. She will tell him, say, yeah, give Big Brother more details, what you mean, let him know, or be more specific. You know how Big Brother will say, be more specific, but then she just let it slide, and they had like the shortest diary session, right? And I know she has given her something to talk about.
Secretly, Thelma wants to know everything. Can you explain further? Do I have to? Interesting.
Hey, this diary session from today, I am very, very sure that it's going to stir up conversations later on amongst certain housemates, But let's just be watching to see if it does or if it doesn't. For Bride's diary session, drilled. First, I grilled him. She drilled him and was asking him questions upon questions. Even when he mentioned Sultana as the biggest gossip in the house, um, they then now told him to explain further. He now said he has heard his name from her when in a situation where he was not supposed to be there. She was like, "Does it make her the biggest gossip?" He was like, "No, it was not only his situation, that he has heard other things that they've said and everything." Then a lot of people mentioned their crew as like the crew that they feel like they gossip a lot, as Isabella, Sultana, Imisi, and it started off with Sultana, Doris, and Big Soso. But since they've gone, those are the new ones. And then I think like two people mentioned Big Soso and all of that. So now the other question was about friendships in the house. If the relationships or friendships that he feels like will last outside of the house. And then he first of all spoke about friendship, and he mentioned Kola. He was like his friendship with Kola, he feels like it's going to last. And then it was almost like it was done. He had not yet gone into the relationship aspect. In fact, I don't think he wanted to talk about the relationship, aspect. I don't think he wanted to like really highlight the relationship thing. And then they now said it may seem as though the relationship between Bright and Midday will not stand the test of time outside. I was like, no, that he was going to get to that. I say, okay, now it's fine. It's all right.
It may seem as though bright and midday may not work outside.
Big brother, I said friendship, then relationship. We don't know what's gonna happen in the outside world because we are just here living our life. This is our reality. So, but trust me, there will be something outside for Bright and Midday.
I was like, As they look you side eye, as they look you side eye. Anyway, yeah. Now them no sha when they come out now that time we go, whatever wants to happen, if they want to end it inside the house, that's fine. Like they had a good time. So that's what matters. Make nobody shall come out say their hearts don't break. For Thelma, they just asked her, "How are you doing?" It was Isabella and Thelma. The way these things work, when you even when there's a random pick, they just happen to pair some people together. The universe get us in they operate. So now it was Thelma and Isabella. And the only question the first question she asked Thelma was, "How are you doing today?" Hey, Thelma begin talk about her day, talk about her experience. She spoke about the Aquafina task, and just she said she just realized that her friends are not in the house anymore, and that normally when Sabrina them were in the house, that Sabrina is one person that she always she could always go to, right? And that now the friends that she has in the house, they have their own people. So she just realized how what more like she's kind of lonely, just not having her own person and all of that. She actually did express herself in several ways. I was like, is Isabella you're just all this was so anyway, she took the big brother and the big brother and the diary session very seriously. And then she now spoke about the situation with Isabella and Imisi. She was also talking about the pool party, the drama that happened at the pool party, and she highlighted everything there. Isabella was just doing like she was not interested in what was going on. She was just looking up like she was done with the whole thing at this point.
There was a lot of drama about the bare minimum being alcohol. Emisi proceeded to hide all the spoons, and housemates kept on telling me, "Oh, Thelma, go and meet Big Brother." And I'm like, "No, that's not what I'm going to do." It was just crazy. It's kind of like people do things intentionally to get a reaction out of you. But as always, I'm equal to whatever tax that comes my way.
These people were anyway. Even when she now told that Isabella now told her that your direct session has come to an end, she even blew kisses. I was like, still much she get worried for it. Hey God, oh. So let me just play that part first. The blowing of kisses part.
Your diary session's over.
Thank you, Biggie. Mwah.
Yo. So yeah, for in general, the diary sessions, some of them were short, some of them were long, some of them were. It was just okay. It wasn't as bad. In some seasons, you just see some people will just highlight some things and just drag people in the process. But this one wasn't so bad, but it was just, worthy of notes. And I said, let me just come and give you guys gist. Right now, they're preparing for their money fresh task. Maybe by the time I even post this video, they would have started. But let's just get to that. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Bye. Love you. Kisses.